Okay, W3MMR, W2SDR here on the Icom IC-718. And Perry's got his recording going, and we're going to see what's what. W2SDR.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Yeah, sounds good. For some reason, the Vox isn't working with when I have all this recorded with VAC on, but I got to. It's probably a setting that I have going here, so I'll just use push-to-talk for a minute. Anyway.
It's amp on 160 for quite a while.
Well, it sounds great. It's obviously working great, and it looks fantastic on the pan adapter.
Yeah, see, no pure signal and a cheapy radio. Yeah, the key's a big amplifier, though, cotton picker.
That's right, man. That 718 is walking and talking.
I'll tell you, though, the AL82, I always say that's one of the best amplifiers out there, man. I mean, especially today with the tube issues, there ain't nothing like an 82.
No, really, there's not. Especially with how cheap the tubes are in comparison, in the grand scheme of things, with the price of other tubes. And the thing will put, I mean, if you really wanted to beat the amplifier, it'll do 2,000 watts. Oh,
yeah, man, it's quiet, you know, everything. It's just a win-win combination, this amp.
Yeah, it really is, and I'm obviously really enjoying mine. And this thing, I mean, on SideBand, the tubes don't even change color.
Oh, no, SideBand, it'll do legal limit all day long without huffing and puffing at all.
No, I just took a look at the tubes, and I mean, you got to look really closely to see any color on the anode. But, yeah, I'm very glad I got this amplifier, trust me. And I was thinking about selling my 80, but why? I don't need the money, you know, and it's a good backup.
Well, I don't want to sell mine because it's a backup, number one, and I never know. I may be in a position that I need an amplifier to run on 120 volts.
Right, exactly. And that amplifier will run all day and night and do almost a kilowatt on 110 volts. Hell, I ran that 80B on 110 for like the first year I had the thing.
Yeah, you should lend it to Frito.
Yeah, okay.
Along with that 29. What, did you fix his radio?
No, it's still sitting in the same spot as when he left it here.
I put it on top of that Ranger in your car. Leave it in there.
Yeah, they'll be doing the same thing. This Ranger, man, I gotta bring that Ranger inside.
Yeah, I'm driving, let me see, 1,430 watts, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's what 80 watts drive.
Let me see, I'm doing 1,350, let me see. Hello, radio. With 1,350 with 70 watts of drive.
Alright, that's about the same. My load's on 5, and, I'm about, maybe 2 o'clock on the plate.
My load's on 3, because I tuned it up for, like 18 or 1900 watts. I could probably stand to turn the load up a little bit. And my plate's about 2 o'clock, which is a 7 on mine. So pretty much the same. Just mine's probably tuned for a little more power than what you're doing.
Yeah, I tuned it for what I'm putting out, around 1,400.
Yeah, I always like to, I know it runs less efficient, but I always like to give myself a little bit of headroom with the band switch, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, yeah, definitely. Definitely an issue there, man. That's one fault, you know, that's what most people do. They burn them band switches out.
Right, because they tune it for like 500 watts. They don't tune it for max smoke. Then they end up cranking the power up and doing a kilowatt and end up burning everything up.
How are them cats doing? How about that litter box cat?
The litter box cat.
Gotta work with that cat today, man.
Do what?
Gotta work with that cat. Get it to use the litter box. Yeah,
I know. Maybe I should do that today. Well, I haven't found any more piss in there this morning, but I haven't really been in there much, and I haven't looked real hard. But I do got to get in there. I got to mop the floor in there this morning, and that's what I got to do. I got to do laundry today. I need to do my laundry. But no, the cats are all right.
I was in the laundromat the other day. I took that wash tub place in Woodstown because I took my Michelle's comforter up there because it's too big for my washer and dryer.
Yeah, I remember you saying that, and well, that's good. Oh yes, my mattress is out for delivery. Woohoo!
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool.
That means I gotta take my Sawzall and cut my mattress in half so I can get it out of my house.
Oh, yes. Did this radio sound okay on AM this morning?
Sounded great this morning. I'll be honest with you. It didn't even occur to me that you were on that radio.
I haven't told anybody. Like when I was talking to Clark and them last night, because if I was on a rice box, if it sounded way different, somebody would have said something. Nobody said a word.
That's because it sounds exactly the same. I'm serious, man. I mean, really, whatever you did yesterday, whatever adjustments you made, it took that harshness off the edges and really, cleaned it up and made it, less, it stands out less now. So it definitely sounds really, really good.
Yeah, I got it set up. I had to go into the Avonics a little bit, as I remembered how I had it set before. I put it that, so now I know how to go back and forth between the different rigs there. So I'm not going to use the 101 for a while. I'm going to stick with this and just mess with this, and maybe in a week or two, maybe put the 751 back in, see what happens.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, I'd love to hear the 751. I haven't heard that thing in a long time. It's been over a year since you've had that thing on the air. Oh, this cat. Now Wobble wants to go outside. She's meowing at the door.
How does the bandwidth look on the pan adapter? I don't think this filter is that wide in the transmit.
It's about 2.7 or 2.8.
Yeah, that's about what it is. I think it's a 2.7, so.
I've been listening to you at 3.1, and I just switched to 2.7, and I was switching from 2.1 up to 4.0, just messing around and switching between the bandwidths.
Yeah, I could get an INRAD filter and modify the radio and put that in, probably get 3 kilohertz, but I don't think it's worth it. It went out like $150 for that filter. It's not worth it.
No, would that go down to DC as well?
Well, it would give me a little bit more bass, but I don't know. I don't think I want to bother. Do you?
Well, I probably would, if it was me. I'm trying to.
You're stuck with one or the other, you know. I don't want to be stuck with something that's like then I got to mess with EQs and stuff.
It cuts off at about 200 hertz.
Yeah, well that figures. That's about right, I would think. And well, I usually have my low cut at 150 anyway in my radios.
Yeah, I'm looking at. I got the. You'll see on the recording on the. I have the cursor. On the pan adapter, and you can see where it's. I have it hovering over the bottom edge of your transmitted passband, and it says 1856.801. So you're pretty much right at 200 hertz roll off.
Yeah, well, I don't care about it. I don't know if I don't think I want to spend any money. Not on that anyway.
You spend money on them pizzas, though.
I want to get up and do a few odds and ends. I got to feed the outside cats. I gave Rusty his medicine this morning. Well, he didn't need the I didn't give him the appetite stimulant, but he ate his because I bought this little a couple months ago. I bought a little mortar and pestle. You know what that is?
Yeah, it's to you smash things up with it.
Yeah, well, I did. See, you're only supposed to take a quarter of these pills, man. I'll tell you, it's hard to. I got a pill cutter, but it cuts it in half, and then I cut it in half again, and but you could only bust that up so much to put in the food, and so I used a mortar and pestle, man. It made a fine powder. I mixed it in his food this morning, and he ate it right down. So that mortar and pestle is definitely the ticket.
Yeah, it's probably hard when you cut it into quarters because it probably starts to fall apart when you try to make it that small.
Well, yeah, it does. It gets a little clumsy, but just to get it close, it's just the antihistamine, so. A little bit one way or the other is not going to make a difference, so I'll just stick with that and see if his sneezing calms down and the rest of it. All right, I'll catch you later, man. Thanks for bearing with me this morning, and thanks for your tip on the channel button. That's what did the trick for sure.
No problem, man. Good hearing you. I'll get this recording sent out or rendered up, and I'll send you the link to it once it's finished uploading there. So 7-3, man. Enjoy your day, and we'll chat later.
I'll catch you later. W3MMI, W2SDR.
W3MMI.